Hello, good afternoon. I wanted to start filming earlier, but I kind of just forgot. And I have some things that I need to do today, so I'm just going to quickly put on some makeup and then we'll be on our way. But while I'm doing my chores for the day and running a couple errands, I thought it would be cool to touch on the idea of how to romanticize late winter when you're completely over the idea of it being cold outside and you just want it to be spring, but it's not spring yet. The first thing that I think will help with romanticizing winter, and I'm actually doing it right now, is getting out of ruts. So usually I don't wear much makeup at all, so I'm actually going to be putting on makeup for the first time. Not in a while, because when I filmed yesterday, I put it on, but I don't usually put it on just to go out. So for going out, this is actually the first time that I've been doing it in months. But yeah, anything that you're kind of just stuck on and you're thinking to yourself, hey, I want to do this thing, but for whatever reason, you just kind of haven't done it yet, you can just plan out a little bit of time. A weekend when you don't have a lot of stuff going on works really well, I find, to actually do some things that you've either been meaning to do or to try something new. And I just apply my lipstick outside, so I'll just go out now and I'll show you the finished look. Anyway, so this is the finished makeup look, and I'm gonna get dressed to go outside and we can do our errands. Okay, so I was gonna film while driving, but then the lighting just wasn't right and I don't want to be obviously finicking around with it while I'm still trying to pay attention to other people driving and stuff. So I'm going to do my next point here, which is that when trying to enjoy a late winter is to kind of just embrace the fact that it is in fact cold and using it to stay inside. And you can enjoy this by self-care, movie nights, hanging out with friends virtually or at the house if you want, anything that kind of takes advantage of being inside as opposed to trying to make spring happen and going outside when it's still not spring. So I made a boo quite a large one actually, because I got overly excited about the shelf. I probably did the most noob amateur move ever, and to not actually check the dimensions. So what I thought was a decently sized shelf for kind of one of our shorter walls is actually massive. It's really big, guys. I'll just show you. It fits the entire back of the car, don't you see? I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Oh god. So much for doing other stuff today. I think I'm just gonna have to go home and see what I'm gonna have to do about this. But yeah, my new shelf, maybe. Absolutely not. That's not moving. That's definitely not moving.
Hello?
Hey, so I tried and it's no-go.
What's no-go?
Getting the shelf upstairs.
Oh, it's too big?
Yeah, it's way too heavy. I can't.
Okay.
I don't. So I
It's
just.
outside, it's not too late.
I can't believe I didn't check the measurements. I'm so dumb.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll see you later then.
Okay, yeah. Take it easy.
Okay, bye.
Alright.
So I'm back home now, and even though today is not the ideal day for it, I had envisioned myself doing this activity while I describe it, but it's actually insanely windy. A really good way of romanticizing and just enjoying late winter in general is going out for walks and especially enjoying the apricity, which I was introduced to this word this year, and I feel like as a Canadian, it sounds like a word that was invented here just because the meaning is the feeling of like warm sunshine on your face during a cold winter day. And I feel like that was most definitely a word invented by somebody, if not Canadian, definitely from the northern hemisphere where it gets like really cold, because there is nothing quite like being outside when the air is still and you're out, it's cold, it's -30, but you get the sun on your face and it just feels so warm and so good. My ideal place to do this is to go to a nearby park because you get a sense of being separated from the city as well, so it's kind of two things at once. You want to go out? You missing outside? Oh, did you see something? Bingsu, say hi. Hi, lovely. I have my studio light on, but it still looks like I live in a dark cave, which I guess is fair since the light in my kitchen isn't very strong.
Myself the cake. Oh, Gatsby, I know. I'm so sorry.
How did you figure it out? The food at the garden party.
So I didn't get all the way done, but I'm actually running late to meet with my husband to play games tonight. So this is just kind of what I've finished so far. So I'm going to put that to the side and then continue. I'm kind of wondering if I need to change this eye here, but as I put the beads on, it'll become more clear.
You receive something?
Mm-hmm. It's ready. So I had forgotten to record any voice for this, or my point rather, but a really great way to romanticize the last few days of winter lingering into spring, or since we're in Canada, let's be honest, the cold days before spring actually starts, because I'm sitting here at the back end of March and it's still -6 this morning. It was gross. But a really great way just to enjoy doing things inside is just to do co-op video games or even board games if you're inviting people over to your house, just to still be able to get together with people even though you can't really do things outside. So we went out with the hopes of finding picture frames for some of my prints that I get from anime conventions, but alas, I only got 2 of them and I like the way that they are, so I cannot actually start working on them. But we went to a vintage store and it ended up being a little bit more antique-y than it was vintage. Very, very nice. Very happy with it. Look at this. Isn't she beautiful? I was so excited. I had to buy flowers for it. We also got, I don't know quite what this is. It's gonna be a display item. Isn't that gorgeous? I've never seen antique glasswork like this where it's got the cranberry color and then it's got white underneath, but then they do a honeycomb pattern. Like, this is 3-dimensional. Excuse my ratchetness. But I got this vase and then this is just the base. I'm happy with it. I will clean it. And then doesn't that just make the cutest little display? I don't know whether or not I can eat out of this. It might be poisonous. I don't think so, because I don't think they used anything life-threatening while making this, but you never know. But I just thought I'd show you these 2. And then because I'm extra, had to buy some flowers to go in here. So I'm just gonna do that. Put this to the side so I can clean it later. We had trouble with the car again, so these flowers have actually been sitting out much longer than was intended. They've been sitting without water for like at least a couple hours. I'm glad they still look fine and they don't look like they're gonna die soon, but not ideal. So how tall are you guys? Whoop, 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 whoop. That's kind of sad. I could have bought more. Well, the branches seem fine as they are. Maybe I can cut some of the other stuff. I have to cut them all anyway. Yeah, that's better. That's why you listen to your first urge. If it tells you to buy more, buy more. Make it look as full as possible. I'll cut this and divide them. Maybe. Alright. Ikebana it is not, but at least it's not ugly. Poop. Don't burn. Oh, he locked it. There. Hopefully that'll be okay. What do you guys think? It's good. Well, it's not getting any better, so this will just have to do. So yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out, considering that I didn't think I bought enough to fill out the vase. It actually fills it out quite well, especially once I cut them to slightly different heights. I think that helps. I could have done better here, maybe a bit more height variety, but you live and you learn. But I wanted to, wow, so authoritative. Even though this is a bit of a spring activity, I'm still going to talk about winter things. Partaking in activities or events that are specific for that season. So in late winter, up here in Canada, you might get sugar bush stuff starting to happen depending on how the weather is going. Other activities, as long as there is snow available, you can go skiing. Just enjoying the activities that you can do in that season when they come about just help romanticize things so much more. I find it's kind of like how in like autumn, for example, everybody gets super excited when pumpkin spice lattes that come out. It's that same kind of energy where it's like you're only going to get it for a limited time. So taking advantage of that and really just doing activities that are part of that season helps kind of not only bring it to life, but romanticize it, because then it's not so much, oh, I can't believe it's still winter, I can't wait for it to be spring. It's more like, oh, I'm really glad I got to do this winter because it only comes around in this particular time of year, and I'm so glad that I actually partook in it this year. But anyways, I thought these are just a few things that are really great for enjoying late winter, but I'm gonna go walk the dog now because it's getting late and I am tired. So thank you so much for sticking around, and see you in the next one. Bye!